Before we proceed further with the celebration, a special acknowledgement is due to our musicians. Ms. Antela Galaji on the violin, Mr. Chazik Kalushi on the cello, and Ms. Maya Chaka on the piano. You have graced us with your beautiful performance today. Thank you.
It is my great honor and pleasure to welcome all of you, and also thank you for joining us today to celebrate the 111th anniversary of the independence of the Republic of Albania. As many of you may know, Alma and I have already experienced a number of wonderful and joyful Canadian winters, and we are really pleased for this opportunity to being able to host one more National Day in beautiful Otavë. On November 28, 1912, Ismail Qemali raised our national flag in Vlorë, proclaiming Albania a sovereign and independent country. This fundamental and crucial moment in the history of our nation is celebrated by the Albanians at home and all over the world, including across Canada and especially in Ontario, where November is the Albanian Heritage Month since December 2016, recognizing the meaningful contributions and the achievements of the Albanian Canadians throughout the province. It is a great opportunity to promote our culture and celebrate our people-to-people ties and our relationship with Canada. The visit of the Honorable Mélanie Joly, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Canada in Albania last September, marked a key momentum in our bilateral relations. Along the meetings with her Albanian counterpart, our Prime Minister, some of the members of the Albanian government and the representatives of the civil society, the Foreign Minister was granted the symbolic key of Tirana by the mayor of our capital city, so she can return again to Albania at any time. It was a great opportunity to renew our shared commitment to deepening our relationship and to exploring the potentials available to jointly advance our common interests, may those be about the economic cooperation, cybersecurity, innovation, climate change, circular economy and maritime industry, or our shared values such as advancing the human rights, women, peace and security agenda, and promoting and protecting the international rules-based order. Parliamentary diplomacy remains a strong pillar of our relationship. In October, the Speaker of the Parliament of Albania, accompanied by a number of parliamentarians, paid an official visit to Canada. The Speaker and the parliamentarians had the opportunity to sit down with their Canadian counterparts and colleagues at the House of Commons and the Senate, having important and productive conversations about matters of mutual interest, including our bilateral cooperation, as well as most pressing issues in international and regional level. We are particularly grateful to Canada-Albania Parliamentary Friendship Group members for their long-standing commitment to promote and enhance our partnership. The recent visit of the Mayor of Tirana to Canada and his meetings with a number of officials, including the Premier of Ontario and the Mayor of Otavë, opened new perspectives to the cooperation between our capitals and in the field of the local governance. Our common values are reflected on the relations between our two countries, making possible a remarkable cooperation in a wide number of multilateral initiatives and international organizations. As NATO allies, we enjoy a close and productive partnership with Canada, which is also demonstrated in enhancing collective peace and security in regional and international levels. Albania has participated side by side with Canada in a number of peacekeeping missions, including NATO's forward enhanced presence in Latvia, led by Canada. The accession into the European Union remains a strategic priority for my country. The opening of the accession negotiations on July 2022 marked the beginning of a new chapter in our relations with the European Union. The analytic examination of the acquis, known as screening, is recently completed successfully, bringing us closer to the Union. After last year's EU Western Balkans Summit in Tirana, Albania hosted this October the Berlin Process Leaders Summit, which carries out a significant importance for the European integration perspective of the whole region. I wouldn't conclude my remarks without mentioning how proud and grateful we are for the achievements, dedication, and continued contribution of the Albanian Canadians to bring our countries even closer. They remain a strong and irreplaceable bridge between Albania and Canada. Now, by concluding, may I kindly invite all of you who have a glass of wine to join me in raising a toast to Albania and to Canada.
Canada greatly values our relationship with Albania, and we appreciate our decades-long history and partnership. And this is exemplified by the common goals that we have shared, connected through shared ideals and interests. We look forward to making sure that we not only continue to deepen our diplomatic ties, but continue to deepen our people-to-people ties. In recent years, for example, we've collaborated on numerous fields, including cybersecurity, the environment, human rights, like you mentioned, gender equality, women empowerment, diversity and inclusion, as well as reconciliation. We look forward to continuing to develop our partnership in various fora, including in NATO and in the OSCE. Albania is a valued and important partner for Canada, both bilaterally but also in the multilateral sphere, especially in this time of regional instability. And I want to commend Albania on your ongoing commitment to greater democratic reform and transparency, a process that Canada is ready to continue to support. And I want to make it very clear to the room, Canada supports Albania's strive to become a member of the European Union. I want to end on two notes. One is my own personal note. In addition to being a minister, obviously, I'm also a member of parliament. And my first constituency office was directly opposite the Albanian Canadian Community Center. And every day that I would go to work, I would experience a different aspect of the Albanian culture. And I really grew to get to know the community and appreciate the dynamic culture that you have. So that partly explains my enthusiasm for your country and your people. But the second point that I really wanted to make and end on a really good note is to recognize my good friend and colleague, Ivan Baker. Ivan, if you can wave. This gentleman, many years ago, worked together with other parliamentarians in Ontario to pass the Albanian Heritage Month in Ontario. And now he's a member of parliament for Etobicoke Centre, and you know what he's doing now? He has presented a bill in the Parliament of Canada to recognize November as Albanian Heritage Month, and that bill has passed the first stage, and he's working to make it a reality. We hope it passes. And hopefully, once Ivan Baker's bill passes, we will be able to celebrate Albanian Heritage Month throughout Canada, not just in Ontario.